What's up, y'all? It's Ty back here with another awful coaching reaction. This coach up here in the upper right hand corner says Jason Kidd's complete incompetence just cost the Mavericks the championship. How about this? The Celtics are just really good, and you up there, you don't know ball. Okay, I'll be the one to say you know nothing about basketball or never have, never will. Anyways, 8 minutes of awful coaching, being an awful coach. Let's see what he has to say. Shout out to the Boston Celtics, man. They are so elite.
I mean, it's just right out of the gates. First possession, the Mavericks are switching everything. What is there to talk and think about? Derrick Jones Jr. switch onto Jrue Holiday, Luka Doncic up to Tatum. On the first possession, you botch a switch. On possession...
I mean, here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. You can't just leave Luka on an island completely like he's just showing a little bit. Plus, I mean... he's got to step up, and it is what it is. Sure, you shouldn't give it up that easy, but I don't think that's a coaching mistake. Like, I think that's more of, maybe a defensive mistake from Derrick Jones Jr.
Oh, this is how the Celtics score their first.
Why did he just change his shirt, or did he? Did he change his shirt? Bro just changed his shirt. Are you good? You got too hot in your jacket, or what?
First 2 points. What? I can't even imagine. You're switching. Luka up on Tatum. Kyrie underneath on Jrue Holiday. You've been switching the whole series. Why is there problems? What on earth?
Because it's a slip. It's a slip. This is what I despise about teams. They switch when a guy doesn't even set a screen. Jrue did not set a screen. Why are you switching? There's no screen set. Don't switch a screen that's not set.
What's going on?
He didn't even set a screen. He didn't set a screen. He's slipping. That's not a screen. Get over it. Kyrie or Luka, get under. There's no screen set.
He coached crap. What is Daniel Gafford doing in transition? You don't get back to the middle of nowhere.
He's fine. He's on Al Horford. He's fine.
Get up and take Al Horford trailing the play.
What?
Where's he going? What?
Man, I mean, you got to give up something with the Celtics. Sure, that's too much space. He was fine until he went too deep into the paint. He was fine.
It is...
can't give up a wide open three, though.
Unreal how poorly coached the Mavericks are.
Maybe it's just about Luka and PJ Washington sometimes not using their brain.
Nothing but help. The Mavericks have numbers defensively. Josh Green, don't backpedal. Get up and force Jaylen Brown to the middle of the floor. There's help. You have help. The Mavericks have numbers defensively. Yet all Josh Green does is backpedal.
I mean, this is a travel. This is good defense, and this is a travel. Watch Jaylen Brown's, I think, left foot.
Backpedal layup.
Travel. That's good defense. That's a travel. Can the refs wake up? How about that? It's a travel.
This is coaching. Derek Lively, your help is in the middle of the floor.
Bro, can you stop talking about where their help is, bro? Can you stop? Just play them straight up and get a stop. Your help is in the middle of the floor. Okay, then what? You're just forcing them to the help where somebody's going to have to help and Jaylen Brown's going to get a wide open three. Can you just get a stop?
Do you know where your help coverages are?
Can you just get a stop?
In the middle of the floor.
Can you just get a stop?
Kyrie Irving, Josh Green. Why are you forcing Jace? Look at this. You're actively letting Tatum go away from any help. Just a straight line drive.
That's a jump ball. Like, what? That's why you have a low man. Awful coaching. That's why you have a low man right there for situations like that. It's great defense by PJ Washington. Good rotation by Josh Green. It's fine. No matter where Jason Tatum blows by, there's going to be help. As long as Luka from the strong side corner isn't the one to give the help, you're okay. You're okay.
It is game 5 of the NBA.
I mean, they've given up 19 points through 10 minutes. They've played good defense so far.
Finals. The Mavericks have been switching everything all series.
They have, but Jrue Holiday's been slipping every screen. So that's where the miscommunication comes in. Because if he slips right now, Exum has to stick with him.
This is not hard. Dante Exum switches onto Hauser, Luka onto Jrue Holiday. What is Luka Doncic doing?
He's fine right now. Like, yes, he maybe stepped out too much, but he's still okay. Because guess what? If Jrue gets it on the roll, you're fine. Kleba's there. Then P.J. Washington rotates down. Josh Green rotates over. And you're fine still. You're fine still.
Who are you?
You're fine still. I mean, yeah. But that's the thing, though. Luka Doncic is not a good defender. He's going to get out of position. But there was a situation that early on in this game, Luka doesn't step up and Exum doesn't step up enough, and Sam Hauser just nails a three. So it's kind of a tough situation. Sam Hauser is a great shooter, and he was on fire.
Is this a joke? Is this a sick joke? You've been switching all season.
Again, okay, but it's not that easy because you can't get under yet, and PJ Washington can't step out yet. Because if that happens, Sam Hauser's going to stop right there and shoot the ball.
Series. PJ Washington, Dante Exum. What is the problem here? Why are you botching another switch in the first quarter?
I mean, it's one of those situations, though. It's tough because Drew Holiday is slipping screens. You saw it early on, and if somebody slips out of that, you can't just switch because there's that in between stage right there where he can flare, do some other things. That's just Sam Hauser putting a lot of pressure on the defense.
I can't even. This is the NBA Finals. Jason Kidd and
because like if Sam Hauser slips out of this, what are you gonna do right here? That's the question. What are you gonna do?
Useless Jared Dudley should not coach another game. Sam Hauser's setting a screen, and you're switching. Why?
So you want them to pre-switch before he even uses the screen? What are you wanting?
Why is Derek Lively not switching?
Because there's no screen set. That's my thing. There's no screen set. They're slipping out of the screen. That's the problem with switching sometimes. If somebody slips out of the screen, there's miscommunications. And boom, Sam Hauser, another wide open three. But for me, this is a possession. What is the point of switching? There's no screen set at all.
And you're switching.
There's no screen set.
Why is Derek Lively not switching?
Because there's no screen set.
Why? How many of these are you going to screw up?
There's no screen set. It's a communication thing. They've got to figure it out. But most of the times in the first quarter, earlier in the second quarter, they're not even setting the screen. They're just slipping it.
Does this look like a well-coached team?
Again, slipping out of the screen. No reason to switch.
Does it look like any Mavericks coach should be back? Why is stay in the corner and guard Jaylen Brown? What is?
So who would you like to help here? Because here's the deal. If Derrick Jones Jr. has to step up, I don't know if he does, but if he has to step up, somebody's got to rotate to Big Al. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things. If you want to switch all, you're going to get mismatches, and then they're going to blow past you. It's basketball. There's no reason to help, honestly, right here, though. Derek Lively's in good position. Derrick Jones Jr. is fine. There's no reason to help right here. There's no reason to help right here. There's no reason to help right here. Agree. There's no reason to help. No reason. And then you give up an open look. There was no reason for him to help. I agree, 100%. But the thing is, that was a good defensive possession by Derek Lively.
Look like a well-coached team.
No reason to help right there.
Kyrie Irving gets cross-matched onto Porzingis. The second Porzingis crosses the three-point line, Kyrie Irving's got to get low and battle for position.
Agree, and he can against
KP. Contact. Look at Kyrie Irving. You're just letting Porzingis seal you.
He let him get way too
deep.
deep.
The block could not be easier.
He let him get way too deep, man.
Again, the Mavericks are switching. So, Derek Lively, why are you leaning towards this screen?
Because, okay, if you want Derek Lively to get under and there's no screen actually set, then Jason Tatum can just shoot it. You got to wait till there's an actual screen set to switch. That's my opinion on this. You can't switch before the screen is set.
That you're switching anyways? Just be ready to switch. And Luka Doncic switches on to Tatum. Look at Lively, leaning towards the screen early. So Tatum blasts him the other way.
I mean, again, this is the whole series though. Boston's just able to beat the Mavs off the dribble. And I saw it in the Timberwolves series. When the Mavs were able to beat the Timberwolves off the dribble, there's only a certain amount of things you could do. How about you just get a stop? Take pride in guarding your yard. Take pride in guarding the ball. I know they're elite offensive players. I get it. But I'm so sick and tired of seeing them get in the paint. Make them shoot a step back three that's somewhat contested. Stop letting them get in the paint. Because at this point, it's over with. Jaylen Brown's wide open for a three. If he wanted to. He gets an and one instead. I'm so tired of just conceding switches. I hate conceding switches. I hate it. Because Jason Tatum's going one-on-one versus Derek Lively all half long. Then you not only have but a not great perimeter defender on Tatum, you don't have your rim protector there either.
And this would be so much easier if this was Josh Green. Because he can just stunt.
Idiot. Yeah, stunt in the paint off Derek White in the corner, who has a quick release and shoots 40% from three probably. Just do not stunt Josh Green. Just don't. You're fine right there. Do not take another step in.
He can just recover. If Luka Doncic is doubling from under the rim.
If Luka comes, you got way more help side there. Kyrie needs to play too, though. That's the thing.
Do you do anything in practice? PJ Washington has to rotate down and help the helper. What are you even thinking about here? Luka doubles.
I mean, PJ Washington can't go all the way over. There's no reason for Luka to step that high, though. Derek Lively was in fine position. To me, this is a Luka problem right here. Like, they were in fine position. Luka stepped high for no reason.
PJ Washington stands layup.
PJ Washington can't rotate over. You can't give up corner threes in the NBA. You can't. Especially if it's Jaylen Brown and Derek White. You give up corner threes, they're going to shoot your shoes off.
Derek Lively playing the gaps. I got to be up the line here.
Man, you cannot be up the line too much against a 40% three-point shooter. He's just fine right there. He's just fine.
I stunted the ball. That dribble's got to get picked up outside the paint. Then I recover to Drew Holiday. You're waiting for Tatum to be in the paint.
Luka's in fine position right here. Should be at least. He's in fine position.
You get the dribble picked up. Tatum's already got a full head of steam downhill and is going to the rim. So this is going to draw a third defender to the ball and it's wide open.
I mean, that's a decent rotation. But again, my whole thing is, make Al Horford, he's not a lob threat. Make him have tough catches down there. Make Tatum thread the needle down there. The outlet to Jaylen Brown's too easy. But guess what has started all of this? Dribble penetration. It's what started all of it. And again, if you get past that initial defender, the defense is going to be in rotation. It's going to be in rotation. It's one of the things the Mavs struggle with in this series. The Mavs defense relies on Lively and Gafford being at the rim at all times. And they can't do it against a 5-out situation. They just can't.
Another game of what is PJ Washington doing? First of all, this should be Derek Lively's help. He should be in that gap right now. Stunting at the ball, dribble picked up, recover. He misses it. But Jaylen Brown's dribble's picked up right now.
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. They're in fine defense position. Guess what? Jaylen Brown's going to knock down this shot over 50% of the time. Probably. But at this point, you cannot. It's fine. He's going to be a fadeaway, somewhat tough shot.
Washington, stay in the corner. Why is PJ Washington staring at the shot in the paint? What are you doing?
Oh, but now you don't want them to help ball aside, right? But when earlier in the video you said they need to help, they need to help ball aside. This is PJ Washington's help. That's what happens if you do. That's what happens if you do stun at somebody. That's what happens if you give up the ball aside corner. It's not going to work out. Simple.
This is right after the half. Why are the Mavericks struggling with this?
It's simple because Drew Holiday's slipping a lot of the screens. And if somebody slips screens, it makes it so difficult. You're seeing this action a lot with Drew Holiday.
You're switching. Easy. Doncic, Gafford. Why are you having trouble with this? Two people going to the ball, then two people going away from.
That's pretty good defense, honestly. Like, I'll be the one to say that's pretty good defense. I don't know whether they're supposed to switch it or not. I'm not a head coach. But what I would say is this. That's a tough shot for Derek White. He knocked it down.
Then open three.
That's not an open three.
First of all, and this is coaching, ball gets swung to the corner, PJ Washington.
It's just a simple ISO situation. They're targeting Luka Doncic.
Should be immediately rotating down to get in that gap. Doesn't happen. But again,
you need to a little bit, but again, it's Jason Tatum. You do not want Jason Tatum attacking a closeout. It's not what you want.
What is this? So PJ Washington should be right there in the gaps.
No, he shouldn't. They are fine. There's no reason to help. Luka's in fine position. Can Luka get a damn stop?
Recover, he's not. But
he's fine.
Again, Luka Doncic is playing okay one-on-one defensively.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're just over-helping. That's my opinion on this. They're over-helping.
Why is Gafford in the charge circle? Get to the corner. Look at this. Jaylen Brown's...
Especially now. Especially now.
He's doing fine. Why are you in the paint? What is this?
Yeah, I mean, that's a wide open. That's a shoot-around shot.
Mavericks can't even switch right. Luka Doncic, stop wrestling with Sam Hauser.
But Sam Hauser's probably going to slip out of this, so it gets tough.
Be ready to take Jaylen Brown off the screen on the switch. Why are you wrestling with Sam Hauser?
But it's one of these things. Maybe PJ needs to just force Jaylen Brown's strong side, and Luka's ready to hedge, because Sam Hauser's probably not going to slip to the rim, right? So if Luka does step high, and PJ forces him that way, then it is an easier switch. I get it. But again, it's just tough. Slips are tough against switches. They are.
Fronting him. You're not gonna look at this. You have no chance of being able to switch now.
Yeah, he
Jaylen Brown's
does.
coming right off the screen. He's wide open.
No, he's not. Luka's still in fine position right now. Should be. Well, I mean, Luka just needed to step to the side more. He was in fine position. I mean, that's a shoot around shot right there.
Luka Doncic. First of all, again, where's my help? Right there in the middle of the floor with Josh Green. I should be.
It makes me so irritated. Jason Tatum's a great shooter, so it's not like you can just play two right here. You can't. Luka's fine, because even if he goes to the right, Derek Lively's at the rim. Yes, you're going to get the defense in rotation. But no matter what way you go, the defense is going to be in rotation. Josh Green steps to the middle. Guess what? Kick out to Tatum. He's going to be able to attack a closeout. You can't just play for help. You can't.
Be up, forcing Jaylen Brown.
You can't play for help.
Okay, fine. The double comes at the rim. So now we got to rotate right here.
Either way, you're in rotation. I hope you understand that. Either way, you're in rotation.
Derek Lively's coming to double. So PJ Washington, what do you work on in practice? You've got to rotate down to Porzingis and help the helper. Look at Derek Lively come to double at the rim. Look at PJ Washington standing.
PJ does have to be down, but again, then you're in a 2-on-1 situation with Tatum and Drew. Like, this is what makes the Celtics so difficult to guard. And I don't think they get enough credit. This is what makes them so difficult to guard. They've got Tatum and Jaylen Brown, which are great in isolation situations, and they made great reads last night. Like, it is, yeah. That's PJ Washington's rotation. He's got to be there. Because Josh Green can play two up there.
Let's watch Tim Hardaway Jr. play defense.
Let's not. Let's sit Tim Hardaway Jr. on the bench, please.
This possession. Could you stay with Derek White, first of all? Why are you in the paint for no reason? What are you doing? So now you're back to Derek White.
He's
Could
still
we keep
fine.
my head on a swivel? Seeing ball, seeing man. By the way, Tatum's dribbles picked up. Just get out to Derek White. Why are you staring at the ball? What are you doing? Open three.
That's not an open three. Like, sure, his defensive positioning wasn't great, but, like, that's what makes me mad about this guy. That's not an open three. It's a tough three. Again, with 3 seconds of the shot clock, you can't give up that three, but it's not an easy three. Yes, Tim Hardaway Jr. was out of position, though, but that's not coaching either. It's not coaching.
This Mavericks coaching staff cost them this series. Josh Green, the help is in the middle of the floor.
Do you realize what KP shoots from three? You want Josh Green to help in the middle of the floor on Kristaps Porzingis, who can shoot from 30 at a high clip. You can't just help. You can't just help. You've got shooters everywhere.
What? Flip your hips and force Tatum into
Not
that
that
help.
simple. Just play defense and get a stop.
So Derek Lively's actively letting Tatum go away from that help. Oh, and an atrocious gamble blown by.
That's good
another
D.
easy bucket.
Oh my gosh, he was fine. And then, again, this is the thing. Tatum gained a lot of respect for me last night. He cooked Derek Lively in switch situations. Cooked him.
Mavericks coaches cost him this series. It's
They
the
did it.
most undisciplined, poorly coached defensive team I've ever seen.
Luka, you need to be in a gap. Yeah, against Jaylen Brown.
Luka Doncic and Derek Lively are waiting to help on Tatum right here. Tim Hardaway Jr. has the easiest job. Just get up, show your hands, slide your feet, keep Tatum coming to the strong side of the...
But again, it's not that simple. It's not that simple, because then you're going to have, okay, if Luka steps up, then who's going to close out to Jaylen Brown? He's going to attack a closeout.
floor where there's help. Look at Tim Hardaway. Has to gamble.
He's fine. He's not even gambling. He's fine. He's fine. He's not gambling. He's fine right
You're
now.
off balance. Now Tatum can just back you down away from that help, straight line to the paint, and that's two.
I mean, like, come on, man. Like, even when they play decent defense, like, that's a decent defensive possession, he gets mad. Like, what? Yes, the Celtics hit some shots. That's what happens.
See, Kleber is going to be waiting in the gaps on the strong side corner. PJ Washington. This
Strong
is the most
side corner off of Drew Holiday. Nice.
undisciplined, poorly coached team I've ever seen. Just slide your feet. Please show your hands, slide your feet. You're immediately coming out to gamble. So even though Kleber's in the gaps, it doesn't matter. Tatum can just go straight line drive into the paint. Most undisciplined, poorly coached team I've...
But it's just the whole thing. You can't just completely leave the ball side corner. You just can't. You can't. At some stage, you've got to be able to get a stop guarding the basketball. You've got to. You've got to keep them out the paint. If you're just going to allow the opposing team to get in the paint 24/7, it's going to be a long night for you. And that's exactly what happened to the Mavericks last night. I don't even blame coaching. They just could not get a stop on Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. It's what it was. The Boston Celtics are extremely good. This guy doesn't know ball. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.